question. I think the way you lead innovation is not to tell people that they need to innovate. It's actually to look through the eyes of the people working in your company. What are their dreams? What are the joy? What are the barriers and constraints or enablers that's helping them to be the best of what they can be, right? And then use that to allow them to self-reflect, allow them to have a discussion, to have dialogue with colleagues, and as a result, those ideas, those learning and those unlearning moments will come through. And that's where innovation, gets sparkled. Yes, there are many, but I think from my perspective, just from the perspective of, in my role of driving continuous learning in the company, I think the process is about, it's a collaboration and dialogic process. How do you actually bring people together, and how do you bring them together to have meaningful dialogue? All those need to be designed, need to be planned. If you leave it to chance, there is a lot of spontaneous conversation, but would that actually lead to deep understanding of one another, one another's challenges, the opportunities that one another can see, and then using that to co-create the future together? I think there is something to be designed, which may sound, a bit abstract, and maybe, people talk about it, but how do you do it in an organized way? I think that's something that a lot of organizations can consider. This is obviously very important, right? We're talking about learning, and this is coming here, learning from one another, hearing what one another's challenges are, hearing how others may have overcome the problem or still struggling, because all this not only provide you with answers, you probably don't get the answers, but you have inspiration to think about what you could do differently. And also the support that you get from one another, and this is research-driven, is actually a source of energy as well to help you keep moving. So this is fantastic.